New York City girls, get in here, get in here. New York City girls, get in here, get in here. Hey, fashion lovers. I'm Keita.
And I'm Kira.
And we're the Styling Twins. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we are twin sisters seriously addicted to fashion and styling. If you are a lover of fashion like everyone else here, welcome to the channel because we are here for all fashion lovers.
If you are not new here and you've been subscribed, make sure you let us know that you stopped by putting Hey Fashion Lovers in the comments.
Okay, let's jump into this video because I'm super excited.
It is another styling video that we like to call Under the Influence. Now, this is episode 2 of that styling series. If you haven't checked out the first episode, go back or maybe we'll leave a link in the description. We kind of take the social media influencers that we like to follow, we like their content, and they really have a personal style. It gives us a chance to play in someone else's aesthetic, someone else's sense of style that we can use in our clothes. So
Kira and I grew up in New Jersey and we recently moved to Houston. We've been here a couple years now. We were feeling a little bit like missing home, that New York summer street style, the fashion. It's getting really nice outside, and so it's making us miss those things that we love about living on the East Coast, like those New York City streets. And with all the traffic and all the styles and all the fashion, it's just very inspirational. We wanted to bring some of those memories into this styling video.
All of these girls is what we consider Under the Influence, the New York edition. Okay, so expect to see a lot of street style and that New York flair that the New York girls love to bring. Now, y'all know there's a little controversy about New York influencers. As the New York City influencers we follow,
yes,
they're very stylish girls. So we picked our favorite at the moment and just wanted to kind of play in their closet, using our closet, if you know what I mean.
Right. So let's get into the thing.
First New York City influencer on our list is Miss Keila Walker. Now, what we love about her style and how we would best describe it is as like a glamorous streetwear. Glam street glam?
Yeah, she definitely throws on the glam, but she uses that New York style streetwear aesthetic to make it a little bit more cool, give it a coolness factor. And we love that about her street style, her personal style. Adding that glam factor to it. Can't take those parts of her style and add a little bit to ours. So we grabbed some sequins, and this is just a bold color, bold sequins. Very much glamorous. Of course, it's New York, so we had to grab the bomber jacket. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get in this closet and see if we can come up with some Keila things.
Yes.
So I don't know if you want to get cute
or get comfortable, but get in your closet.
First off, let me put some of this gloss on because one thing about her is she is glamorous, honey. She loves the glam, honey. So let me just put on some lip gloss so I can channel her. Okay, now that I'm glossed to the gods, I could bring a little bit of glamour into this outfit. Let me just show y'all what I'm starting with. Now, I feel like Keila, like we said, has this way of adding glamour to street style, but she is very bodycon. And what I mean by that is she's like a mid-size, plus-size girl. I would say mid-size girl. And so we appreciate that she's an influencer that shows up on our timeline and puts in the work because she represents a plethora of people, especially people like Kira and I who are not, straight-sized girls. So we appreciate her for that. And so we love to see her coming down our fashion news feed. Like I said, she is always very much conscious of what looks good on her figure. And so I wanted to do the same thing here. I didn't want to skimp on that part because as you can tell, she does dress to flatter her body type. So I say all that to say this is what I grabbed. And this is also a new in piece. I grabbed this piece from H&M just recently and I love it. I got it in an extra large, I believe, because I didn't want it to be too tight. And I end up bringing it here on the sides with like 2 safety pins temporarily just so it gives the shape that I want. So I might end up sewing it down later so it fits to perfection and is more custom. But for now, I just took 2 safety pins and kind of went into the seam line and pulled it in. So that is a little bit more bodycon and flatters my shape. Next, I just want to glam this up because like I said, Keila is all about the glam in these New York City streets. She might give you a coolness or edginess, but she's going to definitely give you some glam, honey. So let me grab those things that I've gathered to glam up this outfit. One thing about those New York City streets is there's an edginess. There's an edginess in the feeling of New York City. And so that edginess led me to grab these over the knee boots. I feel like over the knee boots are glamorous and edgy at the same time. All right, so here's the base of the outfit, how we looking so far. Let me grab some accessories because one thing my girl gonna do is she gonna grab some gold jewelry. So let me grab those things. Be right back. So I grabbed some things that I think that Keela would definitely incorporate in this outfit. These earrings, which I thought would add a lot of glamour to this outfit. And then I grabbed this Celine ID dupe that I got from Zara. Definitely heavy on the glam. But even to take it up a notch, I was thinking maybe the Zara chain choker definitely will do up the glam. All right, I'm back and I Keela this outfit a little bit. I added a lot more glam through my accessories here. Because like we said, we are just pulling in some of the things that these style influencers are known for, but we're using our own wardrobe. So of course, it's not going to be a whole bunch of color, but I still feel like I'm sticking through with the outfit that I chose here, but we definitely want to glam this up. So I grabbed some accessories, heavy on the accessories to add a lot more glam to this outfit. And I'm deciding whether I want to go with this hobo style bag because it has, the gold in it, adding a little bit more glam, or should I just go for the YSL purse because, New Yorkers in their bags, girl. I think I'm going to stick with the designer. And definitely, my girl always has on some designer shades. I remember when I first started following her on Instagram, how she used to go shopping for her summer shades. And it was a whole movie. She was going through some fly shades. And she's had me sat at least 30 minutes while she was going through those shades. So definitely got to grab a cute pair of designer shades. These are Fendi ones we had for a long time now. And I feel like it needs some mark with this look. Tell me what y'all think. All right, so for my Keela Walker look, I started off with this two-piece set that we got recently from H&M, and it's this olive color. I love the ruffle effect that it has at the hemline of both the top and the skirt. Okay, so I added this choker to give me more of a Keela vibe with the glamness. I feel like this two-piece outfit really gives Keela. I feel like she would love a two-piece outfit like this because she often goes for simple silhouettes, but in bold prints or maybe in a bold color or things like that. So I'm doing it in her aesthetic, but keep in mind I'm using my clothes, y'all. So this two-piece outfit I just thought was her style, but we absolutely have to give it more of a street New York style because it's not giving me that right now. So we need to add. Let's add. I'll go with these mules just to add another tone to this look. But I think I'm for sure adding this gray bomber jacket. I feel like it gives me that street style. All right, I'm building. And I feel like this is giving me Keela for sure. This oversized bomber, I probably want to pull it back like this, have it look more chill, more casual. So kind of like throw it over my shoulder a little bit, push it back. Silhouette wise, all right, let me grab some sunnies to add more of a burgundy to this outfit because I got the shoes on that's burgundy. I'm gonna go with these. These from H&M might also be a vibe. I don't know. This is giving me that look. Gotta get the styling right with Keela. It's all about the styling. I love this outfit. Like I would legit wear it. It feels like I'm mixing these two worlds of glam and streetwear. And that's totally her vibe. And I hope I'm saying her name right. If it's Kayla, I do apologize. She's the fashion girl that all the fashion girls love. Tell me what y'all think. I think I
said it before, I'm going to say it again. Keela's style is very similar to ours, or at least what I would hope our style would evolve into, right?
Yes.
That glam and that streetwear combined is just a great juxtaposition to have in a person's style.
Yeah. And we use accessories a lot to amp up and glam up our style because we don't use a lot of colors. So, also honorable mention. Why didn't we talk about Brooklyn Betty?
Oh, yeah.
Honorable mention to Brooklyn Betty, too, because she's also not exactly straight size as well. And she offers a variety and gives you that New York City feel. All right.
So let's move to our second girl who I'm also very much a fan of, okay? Mm-hmm. And that is Brown Girl Chi.
Yes, Brown Girl Chi is actually pretty new, right? I feel like we've been watching her for the last 2 years, and she has blown up all over social media. I think she won like the latest or newest style influencer award maybe a year ago, and it's well deserved. She came in like a literal hurricane, or maybe I should say like a train.
Yeah, Brown Girl Chi style is so significant. I think it's very, very important that we talk about how she's this new corporate baddie.
Definitely,
because she takes a whole new spin on what a corporate baddie is. The reason we call her a corporate baddie is because often in her content, she will talk about her work.
She works for Coach. I guess if y'all not familiar.
Really well.
She works for Coach. So she works in the industry, but she also does the content creation. So she juggles both in a great way, and her content proves it. And I feel like she is a new corporate baddie. She finds a way to edge up her workwear, which I'm a fan of. Some people throw it on when they go to work.
When they go to work. And Brown Girl Chi just gave me that vibes every time. And that's why she do what she do. Now, oftentimes Brown Girl Chi will often say she loved to show off her legs. So I think I want to play with that. I took out this H&M mini skirt that we grabbed recently. I think I want to play with that. I love that she adds a toughness, so I definitely want to play with some faux leather. What you got in mind?
She is reinventing workwear, and I feel like she makes it cool. She makes it New York street style in a way. So, of course, we pulled some pinstripe blazers and some black blazers, and, of course, a moto jacket will always give you that streetwear, like I'm hopping off the train type of feel.
Yes.
So, I feel like let's just get in there and see what we could come up with under the influence of Brown Girl Chi.
So this is a new skirt I've been dying to kind of like style up. It is from the H&M Summer Spring 2025 collection drop. We got this in a size 14, I believe. Yes. Love this little design. And also this top is also new from H&M. We recently got in. So I put these together, but I'm not done yet. I want to go with a boot because I often feel like when she does go for like a little short skirt, there's also a nice cute little boot. I'm keeping this monochromatic. She's a New York girl, so I know that she's always going to make it look cool. So I want to keep that in mind. Damn, I'm H&M down to the boots because I'm going with these H&M kind of like knee-length boots. They have like this modernized wedge heel to them, which we love. I love when I come across her content because she's oftentimes getting dressed in ASMR style. She does a lot of snapping. She unwraps that hair. And I always love the aesthetic she gives on her content. I think I'm going to go with something a little tough. I need to toughen up this outfit just a bit. And I think that chocolate brown leather jacket we got from Zara recently will do the trick. Proportions are always very, very important to Brown Girl Chi. So I think that the proportions on this jacket with this skirt, the amount of legs showing, and then the boots, I think this is great proportions for Brown Girl Chi. And I feel like this is something she would certainly rock. Let me add some finishing touches to this look to kind of bring everything together.
One thing about Brown Girl Chi is that she's always going to incorporate her work into her content creation, everything she does, because sis works in the industry, she loves her job, and it's obvious. So I also wanted to play on the fact that she is redefining workwear in a way because she works in fashion. I guess she has sort of more of a leeway to do what she wants to wear what she wants, to be a little bit more experimental in the office wear. But I feel like we all can do that. I don't think that you don't have to be so uptight and follow such traditional rules when it comes to workwear. So I grabbed this jacket. Instead of going for a blazer, I grabbed the moto jacket. I felt like it gave it New York streetwear. I gave the edginess that Brown Girl Chi likes to incorporate into her style aesthetic as well. So instead of a blazer, maybe grab a moto jacket for work this time. And I know that sis loves zebra print. So I grabbed this new top that I recently got from H&M. One thing I can say is that brown girl Chi does love A-line skirt, a mini skirt. She loves to show off her legs, but to me, I also feel like she does well when she's styling up baggy pants, like a menswear pants. So I grabbed these wide leg pants, and let me just grab some more things to make this a little bit more brown girl Chi, and some of the accessories that she likes to wear. I have really one thing in mind that I know that she was the first person I seen with this on. As far as footwear for this outfit, I grabbed these H&M loafers that have like a slide into them. One thing we're going to do is we're going to put on black, girl. We incorporate texture into the black so it doesn't feel mundane. It doesn't feel dreary or depressing. Add a little bit of patent leather black and add a little bit of faux leather. It brightens up the outfit, makes it feel a little bit more spring, summer, and less fall, winter. So I grabbed these patent leather shoes from H&M that we got during their spring, summer collection. And let me grab some more things that I feel like brown girl Chi will definitely reach for and wrap up this look for y'all. All right, one thing I do love about brown girl Chi is that she's getting more into, I believe she said she's getting more into silver jewelry as opposed to gold. And same, sis. I feel like I've been reaching for more silver lately than I have been for gold. And that's kind of crazy because anybody from the Northeast know we love a good gold bamboo earring, a good gold hoop. But I feel like even the New York girls are reaching for silver a little bit more. So I grabbed some silver accessories. I know a lot of the girls are into mixing metals, so I grab a little silver, a little gold. Let me grab some more things. A good gold hoop. Anybody from the Northeast know that a girl gonna need her gold hoop. So I'm mixing metals a little bit. Like I said, I grabbed some silver things, but I'm gonna keep it classic with the gold hoop, okay? And I grabbed this bag, this patent leather bag. Y'all know I always reach for this, even every time I got a little patent leather shoe going on, which makes sense, right? She's a working girl. She takes the train, so she's gonna need a big bag to carry all of her things, and so it works. It makes sense in this scenario. What else do I want to do? Okay, let me finish up the final look and give y'all the final look of what I came up with for brown girl Chi under the influence. All right, this is the final look for me in my brown girl Chi outfit. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is pushing the limits of corporate. But remember, we are redefining. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all follow brown girl Chi? What do y'all think about this new idea of a corporate baddie? Let me know in the comments. Final look for brown girl Chi under the influence. And I made it my style a little bit by kind of bringing in the waist, defining the waist with the belt, just to make it more my style, because y'all know how I love to define the waist, honey. And I've been trying to incorporate a leather bandana any way I can. I loved it when I first seen her in it. Elevated work wig, giving you New York style. And that's exactly what I feel brown girl Chi brings to my fashion news feed. Next on the Under the Influence Part 2, new to our fashion feed as well. Yes. She probably started showing up maybe in the last 2 years, maybe a year and a half, but it's our girl, Carolyn Gray. Yes. Now, Carolyn Gray brings all the humor to the fashion content. Don't you agree? She always has that bubbly personality. When you come across her content, she's going to bring some humor, some funny. I almost feel like she's a low-key comedian. Yes, her content is very much centered around a lot of jokes, a lot of humor, but while still being very informative. She does have a background in fashion, but she's always going to incorporate the funny, honey. When we talk about the humor in fashion, don't think sis don't bring it, because with all the humor, she has style. Yes. That's kind of what I thought about when I started picking up things that reminded me of Carolyn Gray and that I wanted to style for her. For instance, so like animal prints, I think will be a fun thing to work with. Yes. They can add humor in any way you style it. Also, this denim fringe. Also, this denim kind of texture jacket that we recently got in from H&M. All of those things are the things that we want to kind of play with. Also, exaggerated shapes. Like an oversized shoulder or maybe a balloon pant. Yes, and exaggerated silhouettes is also very trendy. So we may have picked up some exaggerated silhouettes that can help us kind of style for her. Yes, so let's get under the influence of our girl, Carolyn Gray. Yeah. And let's see what we come up with. Yes.
Okay. I'm back. Decided I'm going to style up this two-piece set that we recently got from H&M. So let me try this on for you, but I just want to show you guys the detail and the texture of this denim. It kind of feels like a boucle tweed outfit made out of denim. So super, super cute. Let's start here with Miss Carolyn Gray. I do want to take out my ponytail. I feel like she would do like a high bun with Carolyn Gray. I feel like she has a very New York style aesthetic, but she does add a little bit of a humor and a eye catchiness to her fashion and also her fashion content. So we wanted to celebrate that humor and fashion will be an exaggerated silhouette. So y'all know how we feel about a circle skirt around here. And I grabbed my most exaggerated circle skirt that I could find is new and from H&M. And I love the silhouettes and also this top. I love how it's kind of sheer and shiny. It's giving you a fashion interest, which I feel like Carolyn Gray does. She grabs things that are fashion forward while still in a neutral palette, very classy tone, but like I said, with an exaggerated playfulness to it. So this is the base of the outfit. Not these shoes, I just do these on. But this is the base of this outfit right here. This is what I gathered so far. But let me add more detail to this outfit and get it all the way together for you guys. I'll be right back. I feel like there's always humor in the unexpected, right? So I grabbed these boots as an unexpected touch to add a bit of humor to this outfit that I have right now. And I grabbed a blazer one moment because she's still a New York City girl. So she's going to wear black. She's going to wear a blazer. Like I said before, I need to add a little more humor to this otherwise pretty Carolyn Gray outfit, just to give her more vibes and to stick with while we planning our clothes and kind of taking on her vibe. I need to add that humor to my wardrobe. So, bam. I think it adds some humor. Hopefully, my tatas are straight and they up at attention. And they look good, but I think that adds a humor to this outfit. Very Carolyn Gray. Let me finish this off with my bag, accessories, and glasses. I'm going to go for these Zara taupe tie-up mules. These are from H&M. Bag is by Teddy Blake. I love this little two-piece outfit. I feel like it's giving a very much a 90s vibe. The way it's kind of big, oversized. Carolyn Gray likes that exaggerated look. She loves to play in like this tomboy aesthetic sometimes, and she'll do it with the heel. So I love that. So it's very unexpected, like a huge denim on denim outfit that's very exaggerated as far as silhouette, and then with like a little cute little heel. And I'm loving this outfit. The humor, but still chic. And I love that about her style. And I feel like I incorporated it in mine. There's a little bit of nuance in each of the girls we chose. And I feel like that's what makes a good personal style, that nuance. And so with Carolyn Gray, I feel like the exaggeration, the playfulness is definitely a nuance that she takes on top of the edginess and coolness that she had being a New York City girl. I also wanted to grab some accessories that play on the lines that I have on my shirt just to amp up that aesthetic. There's always humor in the unexpected, so I decided to throw on these little leopard print booties to give it an unexpected flair, if you will, to this outfit. And I feel like with the blazer, giving it more of a New York street style. I also grabbed this bandana. I feel like adding this bandana is giving me so much Carolyn Gray. I don't know how to explain it, but it's something about this adding this bandana to this outfit gives me her aesthetic. I feel like if you agree, put it in the comments. But I feel like she would throw on a bandana just to bring this whole look together. Something a little bit unexpected, something that people might wear, just to chill in. She'll maybe do something to glam that thing up. So I feel like the bandana is one of the things that I've seen her in or I've seen her reach for. But even if you haven't seen her do this, I feel like this is still giving something that she would do. Just like most New York City girls, I feel like she's going to have some type of vintage designer bag. I grabbed this little Zara bag because it's giving me that Miu Miu style bag that's coming back now. So I just wanted to throw that under my arm real quick, like I'm on the go. Because one thing about New York, girl, one thing about the East Coast is they're going to be on the move. Yes, ma'am. Time waits for no one. So you got to get up and go on the New York City streets.
I want to learn these shades. Haven't reached for these in a minute, but I thought it tied in the bag and the shoes pretty well. And this is my final look for Carolyn Gray. And I feel like I nailed it.
That was fun, right? Carolyn Gray, we love that she brings humor to fashion.
Yeah,
we love that.
Yes, and the Carolyn Gray and Brown Girl Chi, they made probably one of our favorite fashion content when they did that A. Marie
song, Walking Down a Block, and denim, love it.
Everything. Like street style and the summer style. Yes, New York in the summertime, street style wear.
And sometimes we just be dying for that sense of style and that sense of attention to detail.
Yes,
that
the New York girls nuance that they each have their own personal style while still being from the same area.
Yes.
So let's get into our final girl. Yes. This is OG girl.
OG, okay.
When it comes to style, fashion, or any Black girl content creator,
yes,
Notorious K.I.A., Notorious Kia, has been an OG for a while now.
Yes, she has. Like I think of YouTube when I think about her. She's been around since the days of the girls was doing natural hair care, and she has taken off because she is creative. She is one to watch because her style is so good. She always does great content as far as quality and just aesthetics. She's really good at content creating.
And I think the best part of Notorious Kia is that she has honed in her own personal style.
Yes.
While she might walk through New York City streets and it's a lot going on, she will still stand out in her streetwear style. Yes, and I love that about Notorious Kia. And that's why let's save her for last because, honey, like I said, OG been doing this for so long and she really honed in on that personal style. Yes. So it's really not hard to really tap in or capture in is do we have the pieces?
It's do we have the pieces because Mama do stretch her style muscle a lot.
Yes.
You'll see that when she plays in clothes, she'll do backwards jackets. She'll do she
reverse hoodies.
Yeah, she is not afraid of taking fashion risks.
Yes.
Which we often got to tell ourselves and remind ourselves to do.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the pieces that we pulled that kind of help us to kind of get into the mind of Miss Notorious.
Now, it's a hodgepodge of things because, like I said, she pulls from a lot of different aesthetics. It could be preppy, it could be athleisure.
Mom got a lot of bags.
She got a lot of bags to pull from. So I just recently got this new one, which is perfect because we hardly ever shop for athleisure wear, especially when it comes to jerseys that. So I grabbed that. What did you grab?
I decided to pull out an old plaid jacket that I've always had for a while because I feel like Notorious likes to layer, and she often does this with different patterns and textures, but they kind of are familiar.
Like pinstripes and plaids. Okay. All right, let's just get into the things and see what we can come up with.
Yes.
Notorious K.I.A. One thing's for sure about my New York City girls is they're going to love a good sneaker. And one thing's for sure about Notorious K.I.A., she is going to wear a sneaker, honey. She is going to put a hot sneaker on, something that is on the top of everybody's list as far as a sneaker, or something that you have never even seen before. Some archive piece, some rare sneakers. She's definitely a sneakerhead. Most of our East Coast girls are, but she takes it to a whole nother level. So I definitely for sure knew I was going to wear sneakers when it came to Notorious K.I.A. So I grabbed these sneakers. Now, y'all seen these last week, but I felt like these were so Kia. These were so Kia coded that I had to grab them. So I grabbed these sneakers that Kira showed y'all that she kind of DIY'd. And that's also a great part of Kia's style. She loves a good DIY project. She incorporates that DIY element to a lot of her style, a lot of her clothes. So what better way than to introduce these sneakers that has this DIY element as well. Let me put these on and then show y'all the rest of my outfit because the rest of my outfit so far is not giving Notorious K.I.A., but let me pull it all together and y'all see where I'm going with this. Be right back. I went with these pinstripe shorts, which are a part of a two-piece set, and I'm going to grab the jacket in a minute. But we all know what the pinstripe means to the New York vibe. So it's all coming together, but I got to make sure I keep it in Kia's aesthetic, keep it her personal style. So no surprise here, I'm probably going to go with a sneaker. Let me grab one.
We are talking about the notorious KIA. So, of course, we're going to bring in some sneakers. I definitely want to throw on some anklets because I feel like Kia, she gives like a tomboy aesthetic, but nails done, anklets on, jewelry down, hair blowing in the wind. Like, it's giving tomboy, but very much a feminine vibe. So I definitely want to add some maybe anklets, some bracelets, some earrings, grab the jacket to match these shorts, and let's kind of finish this outfit off. Let's do that. I'm getting to the bottom of this Kia look. I'm getting to the finale, the final reveal. But I feel like I'm still missing something. I love all the elements and how it's giving very New York vibes. The layers is what I'm lacking. So I want to use this plaid shirt because I feel like oftentimes Kia will add, like I said, an unexpected layer. Definitely will need some sunnies in a bag. I'm kind of torn if I want to leave it like this. Maybe put this underneath this jacket. Let's see how that looks. Is the vibe. Maybe this is the vibe. Let me grab some sunnies.
Now, I told you guys this look was not going to end up how it started. And so I feel like I added a little bit more of the notorious one with this jersey style top that we just got in from Adidas. I think I got a size large. Very much in the key of Kia with this one. She loves a good jersey, athletic wear. She's going to do layering. So I figured let me go with a sort of a play on the Tom Brown preppy look. The reason I chose this white button down shirt is because it's long. So it's going to give me the layers. She is a layering queen. Like, she's a layering expert. And so, of course, I had to add that layering element to this look. I wanted to challenge myself in that way and do something interesting with my hair. She does a lot of bantu knots, and I hardly do anything new with my hair. So this was fun. I grabbed this bag that I got a while ago from Shop Akira. As a whole look, this is definitely out of my style aesthetic, out of my comfort zone. But I like it. Tell me what y'all think. Did I know notorious one?
Final look for me. So New York cap in the red one. And I also went ahead and just added this bag. And I feel like this bag is such a New York City girl bag. Like, forever are you being asked to donate to something or being offered something free in the New York City streets. You need these bags in New York when you're trucking through the streets, and you got to put your things in. You never know what you're going to pick up in New York because there's always things to get. So you got to stay prepared. So I felt like this bag was just so appropriate. This canvas bag is actually from Marcella NYC, so also a New York brand. That's what New Yorkers do. New Yorkers support New Yorkers. You ready to wrap this up? Wasn't this fun?
Yes, I feel like our style series, Under the Influence, is one of our best content
Yes.
creations here on YouTube.
Yeah, some of our best styling come from playing in our closets and adopting other aesthetics. It really helps you stretch your style muscle.
Especially because it gives you a goal and it gives you a focus.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the things just come together for you.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to end this by saying, shout out, like she said, to all the New York City style influencers. Ain't nothing boring about you,
Ain't nothing boring about New York City.
Right.
Ain't never been.
Ain't never been. It's going to be lights, camera, action.
Right.
Every single time. Not a dull moment in the city that never sleeps. And don't you forget it. Hopefully we was able to capture all of the girls' flavor, if you will.
Yes. So much flavor in New York City. The combination, like she said, of the girls doing their own thing, but still having that New York aesthetic is like so hard to do. And it was fun to kind of play in our clothes and do that today. So we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you let us know. Like, yes, twins, we like this type of content.
If you're new here, why not subscribe?
Why not?
So let's end this video like we always do at this time. And that's with a cute little jingle from your girls, the Styling Twins.
Period.
But before I do that, remember to get in the comments and say, hey, fashion lovers, to let us know you stopped by and that you made it all the way to the end of this video, because you're a real one if you're still here. We the Styling Twins. Ooh, in a fashion kind of world, I'm glad I got my girl. And y'all too. Deuces. Bye, y'all.